India ranked 71 in Paris Olympics 2024. 6 medals should not be a measuring tape for the valiant efforts made by our athletes. There were at least 6 others who ended up 4th for the first time in the history of Indian Olympics. Vinesh Phogat missed her deserved podium finish even after her team's best efforts. Manu Bhaker missed her 3rd bronze with just 1 shot. Mirabai Chanu missed her medal with just 1 kilogram. India completed its 100th year of participation in the Olympics. Khashaba Dadasaheb Jadhav is the first athlete to win an individual medal for India in wrestling in 1952 Summer Olympics, and Karan Maleshwari is the first female athlete who won bronze for India in weightlifting 2000 Summer Olympics. India have won a total of 41 medals since the beginning of 1900 Olympics, which includes 10 gold, 10 silver and 21 bronze. Abhinav Bindra is the first individual gold medalist from India in the 10-meter air rifle at 2008 Beijing Olympics. Neeraj Chopra got the first athlete gold for India by throwing 89.94 meter in 2020 Tokyo Olympics, which was followed by silver performance in Paris 2024. 52 years, India dominated the world in the field of hockey through 8 gold, 1 silver, 2 bronze medals in Olympics from 1928 to 1980, and this glory they are regaining back to back by bronze in last 2 Olympics. The journey started back in 1924 in Paris Olympics. The journey of Indian Olympics has come to a one full circle. But why so less medals? What does Olympics mean to the world? And how can we do better? Let us find in this video. Hello friends, I am Rohini. Welcome to the knowledge series of fincash.com. The history of games goes back to almost 3000 years in the ancient Greece. The first Olympic champion listed in the records is Carabas of Eels, who won sprint race in 776 BC. The Greeks began measuring time in terms of Olympiads, or the time between each edition of the Olympic Games. These games were a crucial part of Greek culture, and it was held in honor of the Greek god Zeus. In 393 AD, the Roman Emperor Theodosius banned Olympics for religious purpose. The modern Olympics, revived in 1896 by Pierre de Coubertin, aimed to foster peace and unity amongst nations through sports. The first modern Olympics in Athens featured 14 nations and 241 athletes. Over the years, the Olympics have grown into the largest and most prestigious sport event in the world. US leads the medal count in the Olympics since the beginning, with over 3,085 medals attributed to a robust sports culture. Russia has a great Olympic history with 1,800 medals achieved through systematic discipline and scientific training methods. Germany, East and West Germany during the Cold War has over 1,300 medals built on the foundation of sports science. Great Britain has won over 1,015 medals credited to substantial investment in elite sports programs. China, a new entrant in the elite list after the 1992 Olympics, has an over 804 medals by implementing state-run programs that identify and train athletes from a very young age. 96% of China's national champions are trained at 150 elite sports camps. In preparation for the Paris Olympics, more than 30,000 athletes are training full-time. This is the kind of race and competition and spirit we are going to compete with. If you look at countries like US and China, children are sent for rigorous training right from childhood. Does this mean only developed countries make the list of elite winners? Not at all. Even countries like Romania, Brazil, Cuba, Kenya, and many other countries have won more than 100 medals. But then why is India not able to do it? Is it because lack of good athletes, or focus, or administration, or it is something else? In 1920, Darobji Tata, the founder of Tata Group, suggested a formation of national body which will promote Olympics in our country. This was eventually formed, and the first national level Olympics and the first National Games was held in 1924 in Lahore, the undivided India. It was then called as All Indian Olympic Games. The All Indian Olympic Committee transitioned into All Indian Olympic Association (IOA) in 1927, with Darobji Tata as president and Dr. Norian as secretary. All Indian Olympic Games was renamed as National Games in 1940 edition held in Bombay. First National Games of post-independent India in 1948 was held at Lucknow, but shift in priorities meant that sports often took a back seat, and many talented athletes struggled due to lack of support and infrastructure. After the initial surge, the National Games gradually lost steam. Even athletes like P.T. Usha, the youngest ever Indian sprinter at age 16, qualified to compete in 1980 Moscow Olympic Games, also qualified for 1984 and 1988 Games, received a very minimal support from the Indian government. The turning point of Indian Olympics started at 2008 Beijing Olympics, where Abhinav Bindra won the gold medal. His victory woke up the entire nation, especially the new generation of athletes. But he did it all by himself, with minimal support from the government. As per Abhinav Bindra, he went through commando training for stress management. He recreated Beijing Olympics venue at Chandigarh. Every last moment possibilities were done through mock trials. Even bought 10,000 rounds of Chinese pallets, which were weighed and studied under magnifying glasses to avoid any last minute uncertainties. Imagine the depth of knowledge and the commitment to consistent practice an athlete has to undergo to reach to that gold podium finishes. India did change after a win, but the wind of change hit the athlete arena only by 2014. In September 2014, the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports launched groundbreaking Target Olympic Podium scheme. Tops meticulously shortlist worthy candidates and provide them with world-class training and unparalleled support till podium finish. The first Mission Olympic Cell (MOC) was formed by this community, which marked the beginning of a new era in Indian sports. TOPS is providing foreign training and international equipments, coaching camps, and access to modern sports facilities. Physiotherapists, sports psychologists, and physical trainers are part of this scheme. Khelo India Games started in every nook and corner of India to find talents across the nation. Each athlete receives a monthly stipend of 50,000, ensuring they can focus entirely on their training and performance. PV Sindhu and Sakshi Malik captured silver and bronze in badminton and wrestling respectively in 2016 Rio Olympics after introduction of TOPS. 47 out of 70 athletes won medals at the Commonwealth Games in 2018. Swapnil Khosla won bronze in 50-meter air rifle shoot. He comes from an humble family belonging to Kolhapur district of Maharashtra. Swapnil would need 150 shots per day for his practice. His family would spend 7,000 daily behind this practice, which amounts to 1.5 lakh monthly. his family would take loan to support his dream of Olympics. How many Indian family today are ready to go to this extent to support his child's dream, especially in sports? Most Indians are ready to spend crores of money in child's wedding, but they hesitate to spend in child's development. They have one goal: to win at any cost. Our ancient Gurukul school of system infused such passion in individuals right from their childhood. They had a training process that made an individual into visionary and into leaders. India needs to go back to its own roots and adapt to their ancient learning to become a top contender of countries like US, Britain, China. In Paris 2024, we saw the impact of top, where Indian athletes missed the podium finishes in badminton, weightlifting, boxing, archery, table tennis with a narrow margin, and our athletes made us proud with podium finishes in shooting, wrestling, hockey, and athletics. A list of 160 plus athletes are trained under top, and another 150 plus athletes are developed from junior and sub-junior level. We hope that every Indian athletes will take India to another level in coming Olympics and national sports games. The task may look mammoth, but with right planning, support and platform, hum honge kamyab. If you remember the story of tortoise and rabbit, India is like tortoise, moving slowly, steadily and persistently. Incredible talents and determination promises a bright future for Indian sports. With millions of population, we have only few hundreds of athletes who are eligible to compete in sports like Olympics. This needs to be changed right from home, school, colleges, panchayat, district level, state level. Sports activities needs to be frequent. This process should start at the ground level by identifying champion athletes right at a very, very young age. Being an athlete and representing our country at the global level is a big honor and pride which everyone needs to strive for. Together we can inspire and create new generation of champions. It's your time, invest smartly.